Have you ever stopped to think about why that friendship that seemed eternal simply cooled down? Or why that love you believed to be forever crumbled like sand through your fingers? What if I told you that the universe isn't taking things away from you, but rather protecting you from something much bigger? Librans, today I will reveal the truth that the cosmos has hidden from you all this time. The universe is removing people from your path, and this is not punishment, it's not abandonment, it's not forced loneliness. It's preparation. It's energetic cleansing. It's the heavens conspiring in your favor in a way that your rational mind cannot yet fully comprehend. Each person who has recently left your life has taken with them something that no longer belonged to your journey. And I know it hurts, I know you question, I know you look back and wonder what you did wrong. But the truth is, you did nothing wrong. You simply evolved to a frequency that certain energies can no longer keep up with. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify these cosmic signs, why each departure has a divine purpose, and most importantly, how to prepare for the extraordinary people who are about to enter your life. Stay until the end because I'm going to reveal the gift the universe is preparing for you after this spiritual cleansing. If you don't watch until the end, you might miss the exact moment when everything will make sense. Librans and Lirans, the time has come to talk about the first great truth that the universe wants you to understand. Every person who leaves your life is fulfilling a divine role, even if at this moment it seems like a betrayal, an abandonment, or an irreparable loss. Look, you who were born under the sign of Libra carry a very special characteristic that few truly understand. You are the sign of the scales, of balance, of harmony. But have you ever stopped to think about what happens when a scale has unequal weights? It tips to one side, it becomes unstable, it completely loses its function. And that's exactly what was happening in your life. Those people who left, who distanced themselves, who simply disappeared without explanation, were disproportionate weights on your existential scale. They unbalanced your energy, drained your light, consumed your inner peace without even realizing it. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, identified this imbalance even before you could name this discomfort you felt in your chest. That friendship where people only reached out when they needed something wasn't true friendship. That relationship where you always gave more than you received wasn't reciprocal love. That family member who criticized your every move wasn't protecting you, they were limiting you. And the cosmos saw all of this. It saw how you tried to maintain these connections out of loyalty, out of fear of loneliness, out of believing it was your duty to carry the emotional weight of others. But the moment came when the heavens said enough. Not because you aren't strong enough to continue carrying these burdens, but because you deserve to fly free from them. Every goodbye you faced recently was the universe cutting the cords that tied your soul to the ground. And I know you miss it. I know that at times loneliness weighs on your heart. But this loneliness isn't empty, Libra. This loneliness is sacred. It's the space the universe is creating so that something much greater can finally reach you. Think of a tree that needs to lose its leaves in autumn so that in spring it can bloom even stronger and more beautiful. You are in your spiritual autumn, and each person who has left is a leaf that has fallen so that your vital sap can concentrate in the roots, strengthen itself, and prepare for the rebirth that is to come. The second revelation that needs to reach your heart today is about divine protection. Librans, the universe isn't just randomly removing people from your path. There's a meticulously crafted plan happening behind the scenes of your existence. Every departure, every separation, every door that closed was a direct intervention of cosmic forces to protect you from futures you can't even imagine how painful they would be. Let's be completely honest here. You have the natural gift of empathy, of understanding, of the ability to see the best in people even when they themselves can't see it in themselves. This is a beautiful quality, but it can also be a dangerous vulnerability. How many times have you justified toxic behaviors because you could understand the pain that led that person to act that way? How many times have you accepted crumbs of affection because your Libra nature prefers a false peace to a necessary conflict? The universe realized you were getting lost in this excessive understanding. You were failing to protect yourself because you didn't want to hurt anyone. You were accepting treatment that your soul knew was unworthy, but your mind rationalized as understandable. And then came the cosmic intervention. That person who betrayed you wasn't just a common betrayal. It was the universe revealing their true character before you invested even more years of your precious life in that false connection. That friend who abandoned you when you needed them most wasn't cruelty of fate. It was the cosmos showing that this person was never truly by your side. And it's better to discover this now than in even more crucial moments to come. That love that ended painfully wasn't because you weren't enough. It was because the universe saw that this person would prevent you from finding the true love that is destined for you. Each removal was a protection. Each absence is a disguised presence, the presence of the divine caring for you in ways that your limited vision cannot yet fully perceive. And here's something that will make perfect sense when you look back in a few months. The people the universe removed from your path carried energies that would block the blessings that are about to arrive. Imagine trying to enter a doorway while carrying enormous pieces of furniture in your arms. You wouldn't be able to get through. The cosmos needed you to release those burdens so that you could pass through the doors that are opening now. Before we continue with the third revelation, I need to make a special request to you who are watching this video. If this message is touching your heart, if you feel that the universe has truly guided you here, do the following now. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell, so you don't miss any messages that the cosmos has prepared especially for you. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what moment in your life. I love reading each comment and feeling this connection with you. If these words are making a difference in your journey, consider becoming a channel member. Your support allows me to continue bringing these messages of light and transformation. Every like, every comment, every share is a way for you to spread this energy of understanding and healing to other Librans who also need to hear this today. Now let's continue, because the next revelations will completely change your perspective on everything that has happened. The third truth the universe needs you to know right now is about energetic renewal and profound transformation. Librans, you are going through a process that few signs experience with this intensity in this specific cosmic cycle. It's no coincidence that so many people have left your life at the same time. It's not bad luck. It's not collective abandonment. It's universal alignment. Look, your energy is changing frequency. You are vibrating differently, thinking differently, feeling differently. That version of you that accepted anything for fear of being alone is dying. That part that prioritized external peace over your inner peace is being transformed. And when you change your vibration, automatically the people who resonated with the old frequency begin to feel uncomfortable in your presence. It's nothing personal against them. It's pure energetic physics. Imagine you were a radio station playing at frequency 1000. Certain people tuned in perfectly to that frequency and connected with you, but now you are changing to frequency 1500. Those who were used to the old frequency simply can no longer tune in. Static, noise, and disconnection begin to creep in. And instead of keeping up with your evolution, these people prefer to seek out another station that still plays on the old frequency. And that's okay. Everyone has their own pace of evolution. But you, Libra, are being called to a higher level of consciousness. The universe is preparing you for deeper, truer connections, more aligned with who you really are, and not who you pretended to be to please others. Each person who left took a piece of your old identity with them. That friend who only sought you out to gossip about others took away your tendency to participate in gossip and low energies. That toxic relationship that made you doubt your worth took away your limiting beliefs about love. That family that criticized your choices took away your need for external approval. You are being emptied of the old so that the new can fill every space in your existence. And yes, this temporary emptiness hurts. It's uncomfortable. You look around and feel alone. But Libra, you are not alone. You are with yourself, perhaps for the first time truly. And this encounter with your own essence, without the influences and opinions of others, is the most precious gift the universe could give you right now. The fourth revelation that will change your understanding of all this has to do with preparing for the extraordinary. Do you know why the universe is doing such a deep cleansing in your life right now? Because something grand is about to happen, and you needed emotional, energetic, and physical space to receive it. Librans, you have a natural tendency to want to take care of everyone, to keep everyone close, to be a safe haven for anyone who comes along. But this created a situation where your life was so full of people who didn't add anything positive that there simply wasn't room for the right people to enter. It was like a garden completely overrun with weeds. No matter how many good seeds you tried to plant, they couldn't grow because the weeds consumed all the water, all the nutrients, all the available space. The universe needed to pull out these weeds so that the garden of your life could finally truly bloom. And do you know what happens after a garden is cleaned? It becomes vulnerable for a moment, exposed, seemingly empty. But it is precisely in this moment of apparent emptiness that the earth is most fertile, most prepared, most receptive to the right seeds. You are in that moment right now. And the seeds that the universe is about to plant in your life are those of genuine relationships, true friendships, connections that will nourish your soul instead of draining your energy. These people who are arriving will recognize your worth without you needing to prove anything. They will offer reciprocity without you needing to beg for attention. They will respect your boundaries without you needing to justify your needs. But these extraordinary people would never be able to enter your life if those toxic connections were still occupying all your time and energy. You wouldn't have emotional availability. You wouldn't have energetic openness. You wouldn't have mental space. The universe knew this and acted accordingly. Every door that closed was so that much bigger and better doors could open. And those doors are opening now at this very moment. You just need to trust the process and keep your heart open, not to just anyone as you did before, but to the right people that the cosmos is carefully sending your way. The fifth essential truth that needs to be said is about recognizing your own worth. Libra, one of the greatest lessons the universe is teaching you through these removals is that you are worth much more than you have accepted. For how long have you settled for superficial friendships because you were afraid of being alone? For how long have you accepted being treated as a second option because you believed you didn't deserve to be a priority? For how long have you diminished your dreams and desires to fit the expectations of others? The cosmos is saying enough is enough. Each person who left your life was a lesson in self-worth. Each disappointment was a mirror showing you where you were betraying yourself, where you were accepting less than you deserve. And the truth is that you are a being of light with extraordinary potential. Your capacity to love is immense. Your ability to understand and forgive is rare. Your gift for creating harmony and beauty in the world is unique. But all of this was being wasted on people who lacked the capacity to recognize, value, or reciprocate. It was like throwing diamonds in heaps, like offering a banquet to someone who only wanted a quick snack. The universe saw this waste and decided to intervene. Not to punish you but to awaken you. To make you look in the mirror and recognize the incredible person you are. To make you understand that conscious solitude is infinitely better than company that diminishes you. To teach you that you don't need anyone's validation because your value is intrinsic. It comes from within. It's part of your divine essence. And when you truly internalize this truth, when you finally recognize your own brilliance, something magical will happen. You will naturally begin to attract people who also recognize and value that brilliance. You will establish healthy boundaries without guilt. You will choose inner peace instead of external acceptance. You will finally understand that the universe didn't take anyone important away from you. It simply removed the distractions so that you could finally see yourself, know yourself, value yourself, and become the most powerful and authentic version of yourself. The sixth revelation is directly related to the natural cycles of life and the wisdom of the seasons. Librans, you need to understand that life works in cycles just like nature. There is spring, summer, autumn, and winter. There are times to plant and times to harvest. There are periods of expansion and periods of retreat. And you are now in a spiritual winter cycle. And winter is not bad, it is not punishment, it is not the end. Winter is rest. It is preparation. It is the moment when the tree seems dead on the outside. But inside the roots are deepening, strengthening, preparing for the explosion of life that will come in spring. The people who left your life were part of your autumn. They were the leaves that needed to fall. And you cannot stop a leaf from falling when autumn arrives because that is the natural cycle of things. Trying to hold on to these people would be like trying to glue the leaves back onto the tree. It doesn't work. It goes against the natural laws of the universe. And more importantly, it would prevent the cycle from being completed and the renewal from happening. The universe is teaching you to flow with the cycles instead of resisting them. It's showing you that there is wisdom in letting go, in allowing things to follow their natural course. Each season has its beauty and its purpose. Your current winter, however cold and lonely it may seem, is necessary. It is in this moment of retreat that you are discovering inner resources you didn't even know you had. You are developing an inner strength that is only born in solitude. You are learning to be self-sufficient, to find peace in silence, to value your own company. And all this is preparation for the spring that is coming. Because when your personal spring dawns, and it will dawn, you will blossom in a way you never imagined possible. You will attract people who vibrate at the same high frequency you developed during your winter. You will create relationships based on true reciprocity. You will finally experience connections that nourish instead of drain. But none of this would be possible if you hadn't gone through this period of apparent loss and loneliness. The universe knows what it's doing. Trust the process. Honor each season of your journey. And above all, understand that winter never lasts forever. The seventh truth that will transform your perspective is about liberation from old patterns and emotional addictions. Libra, let's talk about something profound and perhaps painful to acknowledge. You had developed unhealthy relationship patterns. You had become accustomed to certain types of toxic dynamics that seemed normal because you experienced them repeatedly. Perhaps it was the pattern of always being the one who gives more in a friendship. Perhaps it was accepting romantic relationships where you tried too hard to keep the other person interested. Perhaps it was tolerating disrespect from family members because they were family. These patterns became emotional addictions. And like any addiction, you no longer even realized you were trapped in them. You thought it was just your way of loving, of being a friend, of relating to the world. But in reality, they were invisible chains that prevented you from experiencing healthier and more nourishing forms of human connection. The universe needed to break these patterns. And the only way to break a pattern is to interrupt the cycle. It's about removing the people and situations that keep you trapped in that dynamic. It's about creating an empty space where the old pattern can no longer repeat itself. That's exactly what happened. Each person who left took with them a toxic pattern you had. That one-sided friendship taught you that you deserve reciprocity. That love that didn't value you showed you that you are worthy of being a priority. That controlling family member freed you to make your own decisions without guilt. And now you are in a unique moment, almost rare in a person's life. You are free from old patterns but haven't yet established new ones. It's like a blank sheet of paper. And that's scary but also incredibly powerful. Because now you have the conscious opportunity to choose what kind of patterns you want to establish. You can decide what kind of friendships you will cultivate, what kind of love you will accept, what kind of treatment you will tolerate. You have the power to completely redesign the map of your future relationships. And the universe is giving you this power right now because it knows you are ready. It knows you have evolved. It knows you won't repeat the same mistakes because you learned the lessons you needed to learn. The eighth revelation that will illuminate your understanding has to do with divine synchronicity and perfect timing. Librans, there is something you need to understand deeply. Nothing that is happening in your life is random. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is purposeless chaos. There is a divine order, a perfect synchronicity orchestrating every detail of your journey. People didn't leave your life at the wrong time. They left at the exact moment they needed to leave. Perhaps a few days or weeks before you weren't strong enough to handle those departures. Perhaps a few months later it was too late and you had already invested even more in the wrong connections. But it happened now because now is the perfect moment in the great cosmic clock of your existence. You are at a spiritual inflection point. You are crossing a portal of transformation. And to cross this portal, you needed to be free light without the heavy baggage that those people represented. The universe knows that in the coming months, you will go through transformative experiences. You will receive opportunities that will completely change the trajectory of your life. You will meet people who will be fundamental to your growth and happiness. But none of this could have happened if you were still energetically entangled with the wrong people. It was like being held captive by invisible ropes. Even wanting to fly, you couldn't because the ropes were pulling you down. The cosmos cut those ropes at exactly the right moment. And here's something fascinating about divine timing. In a few months, when you look back, you'll realize that everything fell into place perfectly. You'll see how that friendship that ended made room for a much better one. You'll understand how that love that didn't work out saved you from an unhappy future. You'll recognize how each loss was actually a gain in disguise. But you'll only see this clearly with the benefit of temporal perspective. That's why it's so important to trust now, even when you can't see the whole picture. Trust that there is a bigger plan. Trust that the universe is working in your favor. Trust that the timing of everything that is happening is absolutely perfect. The ninth essential truth that needs to touch your heart is about rebirth and the most authentic version of yourself. Libra, what you are experiencing now is not an end. It is a rebirth. It's like the phoenix that needs to burn completely to be reborn from the ashes stronger and more beautiful than before. The flames you are feeling are the flames of transformation. They hurt, it's true. They burn parts of you that you thought were essential. But what they are really burning are the false layers, the masks you wore, the diminished versions of yourself that you created to fit the expectations of others. For years you tried to be who others wanted you to be. You tried to please, to be accepted, to avoid conflict. And in that process you lost pieces of your true essence. You kept your deepest dreams locked away. You silenced your authentic voice. You chose false peace instead of liberating truth. But the universe did not create you to live a small and false life. It created you to shine in your total authenticity. And this removal of people was necessary so that you could finally take off all the masks and be genuinely yourself, without fear of judgment, without needing approval, without compromising your essence to keep people around. The most authentic version of you is emerging now, and it is powerful. It is confident. It is complete in itself. It doesn't need anyone's validation because it knows who it is and what its worth is. It doesn't accept crumbs because it recognizes that it deserves the whole banquet. It doesn't tolerate disrespect because it honors its own dignity. This new version of you will scare some people. It will bother those who were used to the old submissive and compliant version. But it will attract the right people, those who will love and value your authenticity. And for the first time in your life, you will experience what it is to be loved and accepted exactly as you are, without having to pretend or mold yourself. The 10th and penultimate revelation that will complete your understanding is about soul mission and higher purpose. Librans, you came to this planet with a specific mission. You are not here by chance. Each sign has a role in the great cosmic theater of existence, and your role is very special. You are the balancers, the harmonizers, those who bring beauty and justice to the world. But how can you fulfill this mission if you are unbalanced? How can you bring harmony to the world if you don't have harmony in your own lives? How can you spread beauty if you are surrounded by ugly and toxic energies? You can't. And the universe knows this. That's why it's doing this deep cleansing in your life. It's realigning you with your higher purpose. It's removing everything that was diverting you from your soul mission. Because in the coming years you have important work to do. You have people to impact. You have light to spread. You have transformations to catalyze. But none of this would be possible if you remained trapped in relationships that drained your energy and diverted your focus. Each person who left was consuming time, energy, and attention that needs to be directed toward your true purpose. It was like having leaks in a hose. No matter how much water you put in, it never reached where it needed to because it was leaking through the holes. The cosmos plugged those leaks. Now all your vital energy can flow in the right direction. It can be invested in what truly matters. It can be used to build the legacy you came to leave in this world. And you know what's most beautiful about all this? When you are aligned with your purpose, when you are authentically living your soul's mission, the right people will naturally appear. Not because you are searching, not because you are desperate for company, but because you will be vibrating at such a high and luminous frequency that you will automatically attract those who should be part of your journey. These people will add, not subtract. They will propel, not hinder. They will celebrate your victories instead of envying your success. And together you will create something beautiful and meaningful in this world. The 11th and final great truth that the universe wants you to know today is about unwavering faith and trust in the unseen. Libra, I know that everything we've talked about so far makes sense in theory. You can rationally understand that these losses are actually gains in disguise. You can intellectually comprehend that the universe is working in your favor. But the real challenge is not understanding with the mind. It's trusting with the heart. It's maintaining faith when loneliness tightens its grip. It's continuing to believe in the divine plan when everything seems to be crumbling. It's trusting in the unseen when the visible shows no sign of improvement. And it is precisely here that your great spiritual test lies at this moment. You are being invited to develop a faith that does not depend on external evidence. A trust that remains firm even in darkness. An inner certainty that you are being guided, even when you don't see the path clearly. This is not easy. It goes against all human logic. It goes against what your physical eyes are seeing. But it is essential for your spiritual evolution. Because when you learn to trust the universe unconditionally, when you develop this unwavering faith, you become unstoppable. Nothing can bring you down because your strength no longer comes from external circumstances, but from your inner divine connection. The cosmos is teaching you that you are never alone. Even when everyone leaves, even when it seems like no one understands you, the universe is on your side. Invisible forces are conspiring in your favor. Angels are working behind the scenes of your life. And everything is aligning perfectly, even if you can't yet see how. Your only task now is to keep your heart open and your faith burning. Don't give in to cynicism. Don't let past disappointments prevent you from believing in a better future. Don't allow today's pain to steal your hope for tomorrow. Because I promise you, Libra, that when this cycle is complete, when you look back and see the whole journey, you will kneel in gratitude. You will thank every person who left. You will recognize divine perfection in every detail of your journey. You will see that you were never alone, that you were always loved and guided by the universe. And you will finally understand that everything, absolutely everything, happened exactly as it should have happened. Librans, we've reached the end of this journey of cosmic revelations, and I sincerely hope that every word has deeply touched your soul. I hope you can now see your recent losses with new eyes, that you can understand that the universe hasn't abandoned you. It's preparing you. It hasn't punished you, it has protected you. It hasn't taken away important people. It has removed obstacles disguised as companions. The main lessons you need to take from this video are these. First, every person who leaves your life fulfills a divine purpose, even if it's painful at the moment. Second, the universe is removing people to protect you from futures that would be much more painful. Third, you are going through a profound energetic renewal that will prepare you for much better connections. Fourth, this temporary solitude is sacred and necessary for your rebirth. And fifth, you need to trust in the perfect timing of the cosmos even when you can't see the whole picture. Now I want you to do something important. Look inside your heart and recognize that you are worthy of healthy relationships, true friendships, and reciprocal love. Stop accepting less than you deserve. Establish healthy boundaries. Honor your own inner peace above the need to please others. And above all, trust that the right people are coming. The question I leave you with to reflect on is this. What will you do differently in the next relationships you build? How will you honor the lessons you learned from these losses? What kind of person do you want to be in the next phase of your life? Think about this deeply. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. Activate the bell to receive all the messages the universe has prepared for you. Leave your comment below sharing how this video impacted you. What revelation touched your heart the most? And if you feel that these words brought light to your journey, consider becoming a channel member to support this work of bringing messages of spiritual transformation to those who need it. Every bit of support makes a difference. Always remember, you are not alone on this journey. The universe is with you, guiding every step. And I am also here, bringing these cosmic messages whenever you need them. May your journey be filled with light, self-knowledge, and true connections. Until next time.